Allen Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking. Are you struggling to quit smoking and tired of all the methods that don't give you the desired results? The book summary of Allen Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking tackles this issue from an entirely new angle. By questioning why we smoke and debunking the myths surrounding cigarettes, Allen Carr introduces a method that allows you to quit without suffering or feeling like you're sacrificing something. Get ready to explore a fresh perspective on quitting that liberates you from the trap of addiction. Say goodbye to ineffective techniques and dive into the EASYWAY to quit smoking.
The EASYWAY to quit smoking. Quitting smoking doesn't have to be miserable. The EASYWAY method helps you question the reasons why you smoke and overcome illusions of relaxation or concentration. It requires following instructions without replacements and a willingness to quit. The reward is a new perspective that allows you to pity smokers instead of envy them. Quit smoking the easy way. Quitting smoking through sheer willpower, or limiting smoking to special moments, does not work and can even make the addiction worse. The key to quitting successfully is to overcome the cultural brainwashing that keeps us reaching for another cigarette. Many people believe that quitting smoking is about willpower, that you need to sacrifice your desire for cigarettes to succeed. However, this mindset only makes quitting harder than it needs to be. Instead, the focus should be on not wanting to smoke in the first place. Simply cutting back without addressing the underlying desire for smoking is also ineffective and can make the addiction even worse. The Easy Way method takes a different approach by challenging the cultural brainwashing that keeps us reaching for cigarettes. This method helps in changing our perspective towards smoking and realizing that smoking has no real benefits. The author argues that instead of being a sacrifice, quitting smoking can be a liberating experience. By using the Easy Way approach, quitting smoking does not have to be a matter of restraining oneself from smoking. It is about learning to free oneself from the grip of addiction and taking control of one's life. Quitting smoking is achievable, and it can be done easily through Easy Way. Understanding nicotine addiction. Nicotine is a highly addictive drug with powerful effects. Although withdrawals are not painful, cravings can lead to chain smoking. After 3 weeks of not smoking, physical addiction to nicotine is over. However, it is not the addiction that causes relapse, but rather the brainwashing from advertising, media, and social influences. Smoking is not a solution to boredom and stress, and quitting requires understanding the mechanisms of addiction rather than perceiving it as a sacrifice. Smoking, the illusionary effects. Smoking cigarettes is not a stress reliever or a concentration booster, but only an addiction that doesn't offer any real benefits. Despite the general perception, it's merely a way to satisfy your body's hunger for nicotine. Smoking doesn't bring about any genuine relaxation, but only provides smokers relief from the pangs of nicotine withdrawal. Additionally, the associations we have with smoking can be misleading, such as concentration and boredom reduction, which are mere illusions. Quitting smoking offers great incentives like improved health and money saving, but the biggest advantage is the feeling of freedom. Realizing that smoking gives you no benefits can indeed motivate you to quit and achieve a healthier lifestyle. Quitting smoking made easy. Are you waiting for the right time to quit smoking? The truth is, there is no perfect time. After reading this, you can quit anytime you're ready. You might have doubts, such as missing nicotine or gaining weight, but these fears are easy to overcome. Nicotine will be out of your system in 30 days, and withdrawal pangs can be avoided by paying attention to your body. Don't fall for the lie of just one smoke or a special cigarette, as one puff is all it takes to keep your addiction going. Take the plunge and quit smoking today. Quitting smoking the easy way. Overcoming the notion that quitting smoking is a sacrifice is the first step to becoming a non-smoker. Nicotine replacement therapy only prolongs the addiction, and withdrawal should not be feared or considered a habit. The EASYWAY method encourages the liberation from the mindset of smoking by reflecting honestly upon how it affects one's freedom. Psychological triggers such as environmental cues are common and can be overcome through self-reflection. Ultimately, quitting smoking results in increased overall happiness and should be considered a celebration rather than a sacrifice.
In conclusion, Allen Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking reveals how to quit without depending on willpower or suffering through withdrawal symptoms. Through the EASYWAY method, you'll discover that quitting smoking isn't about making sacrifices, but about understanding and debunking the myths you've been made to believe about this addiction. Once you overcome the brainwashing that surrounds smoking and have a solid motivation for quitting, you're on the pathway to freedom. By following Carr's instructions and keeping in mind the lessons learned, quitting smoking will no longer be a challenge, but a life-enhancing decision you'll be happy to make.